Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Show and Tell.
What up, party people, and welcome to episode 146.
Oh my
of Two
gosh.
Bandits watching Bluey.
146. That means that we're almost you can listen to us for a half year, one a day. Probably with the Patreons and interviews that we've done. Maybe even longer. Closer to a full year. Just saying. That's a lot of episodes.
I'm your good pal, Greg Painter.
He's right there. I see him right here.
And with me.
It's been a moment.
He's really good at doing math at numbers of episodes that we have that equate to a half a year, and his name is...
I go by Mike Martin, actually.
Michael.
I still go by Mike Martin.
It's been 3 weeks since we did this thing.
In case people were curious, I still go by Mike Martin. Yes.
Apologies for being the Tri-Weekly Podcast once a year. It is the 2025 of Tri-Weekly Podcast, but hey, we had upstate New York spring break. I was at a water park and Legoland. We had some birthday parties that threw us off. We had some illnesses that threw us off. But we're back, and we're here for you.
Are we here?
We're here.
Okay. I'm here if you're here.
We're always here for the people eventually.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Mike.
How are you, man?
I'm good.
Good to hear.
It is spring
Yes.
in upstate New York. Could be a little bit warmer, but it's decent.
It's chilly out here. Yeah, absolutely.
Chilly's out here?
Oh, no Zelazny out here.
Had to mow for the first time.
Ooh,
the other day, getting all those lovely seasonal allergies. What is this? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Another reason why we weren't able to record recently was because Mike had a tooth pulled recently, and it wasn't fun for his face. So
it's really hard to talk about Bluey when that happens. I can understand.
The thing that made me realize like I was embracing it too hard is I was talking a lot like this, jaw clenched. And Finn started mocking me. Being like,
dear.
How you doing today, Dad?
Well,
and he would have like the clenched jaw. And I'm like...
I felt bad because we hung out non-Bluey related for aforementioned Finn Man's birthday. Mm-hmm. And you were like, hey, Greg, how's it going? And I was like, oh, God, what'd I do? Why is Mike so mad at me?
I'm not angry at anybody.
Happy birthday, son.
I'm just happy to raise my jaw now and talk.
I'm happy, too, because I'm happy that we're talking about a real sleeper of a fun episode.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's called Show and Tell.
Show and Tell, baby.
This one, again, this last season is a season of haven't watched them all a billion times because they're relatively new.
I had to watch it a handful of times to get back into the vibe of what, because it's not something I've watched over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's dangerously in that close to Stickbird range where Livy just kind of skips over this whole segment sometimes. So,
really?
Yeah, Stickbird is, like I said,
I know
it's a non-starter.
I know that's a you know.
To the point, too, where we mentioned it last episode 3 weeks ago.
Listen.
That the
My
claw,
face is better, okay?
the claw from Stickbird is in this one. And Livy's like, what? It's like, yeah, want to watch Stickbird? You get, no. Not happening.
That's right. We have the continuity of all of that.
And I want to talk about all that continuity, but first, we have to see what our pals at Wiki Bluey have to say.
Is Wiki Blue still running? Because it's just been so long since we've talked. Is it still up there?
Barely.
Okay. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's a show and tell?
Unfortunately, a show and tell compared to if you recall Stickbird, where we're talking about Cucamonga Lake in 3 paragraphs.
No.
Bluey wants to know why Bandit's always bossing her around. ! The end.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What's up with that, indeed? Fix it, Wiki Bluey. There's going to be a lot of call-outs in this episode that I'm going to have for the Bluey Nation.
Eat your sausage there, Wiki Bluey.
Banditverse. All y'all.
Who is?
But get it done. But we're starting off. We're having breakfast.
Oh. Intro starts right away again.
Bandit wants himself a surfboard. And I have to ask, just because I also just mentioned coming back from a water park and surfing and surfboards. Did you attempt that surfboard? First off, I guess, have you ever surfed?
No.
Did you try that waveboard surfboard thingy at Cat? No.
No.
You didn't give it a go?
I didn't give it a go.
Oh.
I did not. I was too invested in Homeboy experiencing it and making sure he didn't fall into the abyss of water. So
yeah, I gave it a go after the kids did theirs, and I'm never going to do that in real water because I ate it pretty hard.
what we're talking about is a wave pool board that, or like basically a surfing experience where it's an incline of like 45 degrees, and you can just hop on there and whoosh.
And like fake indoor surf. It's great.
Yeah.
Shout out Cartwright Water Park. A good old time.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor yet.
Oh.
Yet. Okay, so we're at the same.
Is that our plug of the week? You gonna plug?
I got me some plugs. Don't you worry. And then we got Bingo Planner the Call again, found in last episode. So I do like how it very much the last like 15, 16 episodes of the season all really flow between the koi pond of it all, the claws, the storytelling, the bandit being upset. It's really, this could easily be like an hour-and-a-half movie, the last 20 or so episodes of the show.
That's kind of how they were putting it all together, wasn't it?
It was.
Now, Bandit was all about that surfboard.
It is very exciting. I've never heard him mention surfing, talk about surfing, show any interest in surfing. They've been at many a beach and never surfed once.
I think it's a Brum thing.
Yeah.
Because if I recall, he was big into just, where's your Zen? And he's like, I go surfing. So outside of going to India, of course, but it was just,
Now we need to talk about something.
Okay.
Because I messaged you earlier, pull back some layers. Hey, I'm going to be like 10, 15 minutes late to recording today because I went down a happy little rabbit hole. So we called the surfboard place. And
called surfboard guy.
Guy, yes.
It's basically the Facebook marketplace.
Not a spoiler, but pushing for coolest dog on the planet. Looking, cool spiked up hair. Chill dude, but we'll get to him. We'll get to cool dog.
Can I cut you off quick?
Yeah.
When I've sold things on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
You've sold things on Facebook.
I have.
When's the last time that you had someone call you about when they're gonna show up to get your address?
They often do the whole deal where it's like, hey, can I have your phone number so we can talk to you? It's like, no.
Yeah.
If that's my number one flag of this is fraud. So no, thank you.
That's where Bandit's on the phone with the dude that's selling the surfboard. I'm like, Just do the text message, man. Just do the text message.
I'll send this to Mike so he can post it in show notes if possible. Oh, we don't actually have like a bunch of a social media presence anymore, so that doesn't work. But I'm showing you a picture. Do you know what this picture is?
That's a house.
That's a house. Know where that house is located?
That
little house is located on
Brisbane.
16 Pelton Drive.
Oh, you looked up the
actual
house.
address.
Oh, gosh.
I was curious, does this address exist? And
not
it
only
does.
that, does the animation match what the house actually
Oh, but wait, there's so much more, Mike.
Oh, okay, keep going
so
then.
I pull up the address, and I showed you the first. This top it's a lovely brownstone-esque kind of house.
Sure.
And
Nice
then
little
at
ranch.
the very bottom on the Google image search.
Oh, no.
Can you read what that says?
Surfboards are us.
Surfboards are us. So then I was like, oh, wow. Sponsor's going to do its job itself today. Let me look up surfboards are us, Brisbane. Hey, guess what, Mike? That business doesn't exist. What happens when you click surfboards are us when you go to 16 Pelton Drive is you then go to a page where you can just review that house. Because it's not a real business. Somebody was just having some fun with Google Maps, said 16 Pelton Drive is surfboards are us, and we have five-star reviews.
Oh my goodness.
Surfboards are us on 16 Pelton Drive. One saying, heard it on Bluey. Had to Google it. Love it. That's from Manganata. Then E. Small said, heard from my friend Bandit, this place has the best pours, and he was right. They also help with show and tell, says Danny Hughes. 5 stars, no review. 5 stars with no written review, says Peyton Ivy. And then the 5th review, the Two Bandits Watching Blue podcast approves of this joke. Why? Because it's got to be done, from Greg Painter. Hey, fans, type in 16 Pelton Drive. We currently are at 5 reviews for Surfboards R Us.
You're going to go for more reviews on that than our podcast?
I will read every single person's review, line it on air, probably 3 weeks from now when we record again. I want 16 Pelton Drive to be the most popular, non-existent address. Also, slightly deeper dive on this too.
Oh, Greg went for it today, folks.
The owners actually are selling the house. Yeah, so if anybody wants to live in history. It's kind of like those people who won the Simpsons house. Yeah. Had that one contest and then like destroyed it because they didn't like that it was the Simpsons house because they didn't like the Simpsons. You could live in Surfboard House.
Hey, Greg, want to live in Surfboard House?
Yes.
Okay, let's continue.
Let's continue. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, that's right.
I like how you like. There was so much more on the reviews of the house than there was in the Wiki Bluey description.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that can't be a real address. Or if it's a real address, maybe it's like Ludo Student. Nope. It's just some folks' house. I got shouted out.
They're reviewing the houses.
Anyway. Yeah. If you want to come, pick up the surfboard. Gotta eat your sausage.
Gotta eat your sausage, man.
That looks like a really delicious breakfast, by the way. I might have just been hungry watching this, but that looked really yum.
Yeah, I mean, sausage and eggs? Absolutely.
Tomato sauce on your eggs or no?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, thank you.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'll splash some hot sauce here and there if the mood sits me.
That's where my thought was on it, is when he said it was special tomato, or is my tomato sauce. I was like, it's going to be some hot sauce. But no, it's just really sugary ketchup.
It's just the good stuff.
I rock so much hot sauce when it comes to breakfast. That's absolutely. I was a little disappointed because it's an episode we don't watch very much. I was like, is it hot sauce? Because Bluey's eyes, when they light up, when she has the sugary.
We're jumping a slight bit, but the eyes also turn like those magic eyes. They're like glowing in the middle. It's just perfect. Can't have the good hot sauce. Have to eat before. Why do you always boss us around? And then just look. We covered this.
Didn't we? I'm about to say, was this like a couple weeks ago? Remember Tina? Do you not remember? Like, Tina was there, right?
Beat me up.
No? And they're just like, I didn't learn that.
It's like, disappointing.
Oh.
I threw my body around. We lost a day of our lives being tortured by our children.
Not a single line lesson was learned from an entire, like, and that's where, like, it kind of clicks in the head a little bit of just, like, how excessive is Bandit in trying to teach them lessons when it's just, like, not even fully registering. But I think it does over time. You're crafting a Hugh dog here. It's not just but to have them not remember the entire experience is kind of like, oh, okay, well, okay. Cool.
I also kind of like the meta bit in this of you've got to keep, because we cut to, Mom showing up, Bingo, remember show and tell.
Quick chili time.
And poor Bingo is like, this is a crab claw. And then Bandit's like, show and tell. He's like a nice little jab in the gut for that.
Oh, yeah. Chili's like, bro, like,
but
supporter.
The meta joke of keep things short and concise because kids have a short attention span from a show that's 6 minutes long every week.
Dude, I have that tendency to be the blah, blah, blah guy where I start like, hey, Finn, this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And then like he taps out like 8 seconds in. He's just
very much show your work.
Walk away.
I'm very much a show your work type of person. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Here's the why behind the ask.
Yeah. It's show and tell.
Exactly.
Tomato sauce. God. Like, oh, I can't, sorry.
And when Bingo's, our mom's trying to explain to Bingo, just to love, after the like kids zone out if you go too long, we've got blah, 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 skeleton, blah, 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 mitochondria.
Bam. Bam.
I don't even know what mitochondria is.
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 Mike. Blah, blah, blah.
I used to use that as my nickname for what I wanted Carrie to call me when we were in high school together.
Mitochondria?
Yeah, the powerhouse of the cell.
Mitochondria or mitochondria?
Oh, mitochondria. I wasn't that cool yet. Yeah.
Oh, yet.
Thank you.
Do you have
any food source? This is dangerous because Finman's just in the other room. Do you have any food in this house? There's an adult version and a kid version.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Maple syrup. When we make chicken and waffles here, we have regular maple syrup, but we also have a spicy maple syrup that we started making. So there's an us and a him version. So actually we do.
Okay.
You?
Not really. The closest thing that we have, a lot of times the kid version is also the Beth version.
Oh.
Because like if we have hot sauce, we have mild, and then we have spicy.
Sure.
If we have, American cheese and, pepper jack. And it's more like the spice stuff for Greg, not necessarily the kind of thing we thought this was. A spice versus no spice. It
should have been. It's just sugar. Come on.
Do love chili helping too. Is like, oh, this is so good.
And the bottle goes, and then he calls them squirts when they're going out into the Jeep. And I was just like, is that intentional? Is it? And they just brought a little joy.
One of the best lines too is like, yours tastes beautiful. And then Bingo just like spits the food out after it's like, this tastes beautiful.
These kids really test his patience a little bit here in the next little bit. The next like 3 minutes, we're gonna call you out on every single thing you're doing to boss us around, quote unquote, air quotes.
And not even just the kids too, because Chili's like, oh, it looks like Dad's good at showing and not telling. When they're like, why do you get the tasty one and we get the healthy one?
This is a people are poo-pooing on Bandito episode, and you could see it in his eyes where he's just like, oh, it's gonna be like that. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Oh, it's gonna be like that. There's
Well, it's
that
like
extra
everything.
level.
Get in the car, put on your seatbelt.
Bossing us around.
Now you're bossing around SatNav.
Come on, let's go. Oh, sweet SatNav.
I really thought, and in the credits it wasn't. I really thought this was Chili. I think
Dude,
that was Melanie.
Dude, same thought.
Yeah.
Same exact
because
thought.
she plays SatNav in the season 1 episode.
And so I was just like, oh, Chili. So Chili's not in the episode, but she's in
Taxi,
the
right?
episode. What's that?
Taxi, right?
Taxi is the one where they're lying down and
Yeah.
that or Bus. I don't remember which.
No, Bus is with the hula hoop steering wheel.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And Chili's in love with the bus driver. Get it together, man.
It's been 3 weeks.
And then Bandits blah blah blah. But it was like, you call bossing around, I call blah 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 blah, cleaning toilets, blah blah blah, solitary confinement.
It made me realize, like, man, you really got to keep it concise. You got to. It's like an elevator speech or something. You got to just, boom,
Exactly.
10 seconds. Here's why we're doing it. This is why it's good. Let's do it. Bam. Don't create a whole backstory, and then I'm realizing the fault in my ways when it comes to talking to my kids sometimes.
Be patient. 9. And then the game cars. The flipping it on ahead starts. In 50 meters, turn left. Nope.
His eyes
Boom.
like synced
Like,
and
I've-
smiled
I've
like.
got- Do you? And granted, he's not been to 16 Pelton Drive.
I haven't
which
either.
I would love to go and just lay a surfboard at the front door of their house, but do you have to GPS for
Like have to / do just because of habitual things. Like
that's a
you're,
good
like,
question.
Going to the whiskey coop that is taking over the new Empire Brewing Company downtown.
Going
you
there
have to
on our
GPS in
anniversary.
there?
What? I would not.
You would
No.
not. I'm very much a habitual GPS.
You plug it in?
Yeah, I don't know why. I've lived here so long. I could
You'd
do
think
it.
that you would have that.
But I think
Did
it's-
you
I think it's
GPS to
more
get it
like-
here today?
No, I did not.
Okay,
no.
just making sure.
But I think it's more just the habitual. Like, how long is it going to be?
Yeah, no, Carrie very much. My wifey has that tendency. Her SatNav she calls Natalie, and it gives her a time of when she's gonna arrive, and I think she challenges herself to see if she can get there sooner than.
Carrie. Yes, same.
So-
Samesies. Especially for long trips. Like
Oh,
if we're
sure.
on like vacation modes, I gotta beat that start time.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does, and Natalie gives us directions right out of the gate of just like turn left on 81 North. And it's like, Carrie, what? Like we know. Okay.
Oh, silent mode. Our SatNav she's quiet because we usually have music playing too. And biggest pet peeve in the world is like
When it interrupts the
I
music.
get knocked down. I get up. Turn left.
Turn left. Oh, no. That's probably one of the main reasons why I don't do full GPS unless it's like somewhere I really need to like I haven't been to, I guess. I'm not going to SatNav to the post office.
Gotcha.
I know where it is.
I know this isn't so much a game for Bandit, but this reminds me a pandemic game played with the kiddos.
Oh,
where
yay.
we would
the
just-
good old days.
Where we just would hop because there's not much there was to do.
so we would just hop in the car and start driving, and it would go every other kid.
Left, right, or straight.
Love it.
Left, right, or straight. And we would just keep driving until we found something cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Like one time we found some road downtown, or I guess not downtown, but some road somewhere in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Where like every light pole had a umbrella hanging off it or something.
And I think it was probably like, it's pandemic and we have nothing else to do, so let's put umbrellas up. Boop, boop, boop.
Umbrellas in the light
But
pole.
just like oh, there's a random park. Let's stop because why not? So this kind of gave me that vibe of that.
Take that. Yeah.
Just drive to drive.
We do that when we take walks, where we walk around the neighborhood and we're just like, I probably stole it from you.
Son of a gun.
I know. I'm just nothing but a thief. What is it? It's something is the greatest form of flattery. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. That's what I'm doing for you right now.
Something is the greatest form of flattery. Quote Mike Martin, something's the greatest form of flattery.
Listen.
Continue straight. Don't think so, love.
Oh, nope, not today.
And where do they end up when you don't follow SatNav's instructions?
Statue World! It was like the cutest way to have it be like, well, this is the end of the line kind of thing.
Exactly.
And Bingo's like, it's Statue World.
Because it was just like a hard cut to it. It's like, done.
Boom. Oh, okay. Well, I think it may be the sneaky underlying storyline of Bandits trying to teach you to do things before Statue World. Like that, dude, I know. But he's trying to teach you lessons so that way there's a reason why he is sat-naving you. And it's not to end up at
Statue World.
Yeah, Statue.
So we gave up the goat that this isn't the first time we've watched this. That gimmick's kind of been spent for a while now. But first time I did watch this, as they were pulling away and Bingo says, goodbye, Statue World, I really thought she was going to say, goodbye, Grandpa Bob. Well, because in bedroom, good night, Grandpa Bob, wherever you are, felt like, ooh, I thought she was going to be like, oh, confirmation. But Baba's nice and happy at,
It was in the sign.
in mini episodes in the sign, so he's good.
He's good. He's got the little chip in his ear.
In India, finding himself.
With a cert. Well, and this is where Bandit maybe is leaning into the Grandpa Bob vibe. Is maybe he's, maybe Grandpa Bob was a surfer. Maybe he is, and he's like,
In India? Surfing mean waves of India. There's got to be beaches in India. It's a big old place.
I think there are beaches in India, but are they?
Indian listeners? Let us know.
What's
What's the surf like?
I don't know.
Hey, Jen? So do what SatNav says. Even when she's bossing me around, yes. Lessons learned left and right. And then we arrive.
It wasn't the most subtle. It was just like straightforward. Of Bandit was just like, Dunk, these kids are just not paying attention. How do I drive home this lesson? Bam, SatNav. Whoop, pivoted easily. Love it. It's not a heavy. It is a heavy line lesson, but it's just. Bandit was like, how do I teach the lesson? How do I teach the lesson? Got it.
Gets it good. Again, that doggo.
You're in love with this dude.
He's got the cool little spiked up hair. He's got a jet ski that he's washing off.
Getting
Just
rid of
living
this
his best life. Don't need that surfboard anymore. I got a jet ski. And
You
then just.
You ever ridden on a jet ski before?
I have not.
Me either.
I am also good to not. I'm not very big on the whole four-wheeler, motorcycle, jet ski lifestyle.
I do love me some water sport vibe, but it takes a lot of work to do that. It really does. Like, it's a commitment. Like, I'm going out to jet ski today.
I can just picture myself like flying off the back of it type of deal, so I'm good. But know who?
Let's go
50 cool doggos.
50-50 on jet skis then. Let's just
We have nowhere
buy
to get
one
a jet
together.
ski around here.
I understand. Well, yeah. It's still cold. It's almost May and it's like 48 degrees right now.
Do you think you could identify a crab just by its claw?
No, of course not.
So you're not a cool dog. Because looks at it for a second. Oh, it's a blue coral crab. Check this out. Beep. Too cute. Like, only not bad, but don't talk to strangers also a little bit.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it shows the friendliness. I mean, talk about the time that you went, like when you went to Iceland. You said that the world just felt so much friendlier versus, having
that's wildly, sadly true.
Driving around finding umbrellas and all that good stuff. And it maybe just like that's how comfortable that area is. I mean, Bandit's like, I'm gonna put this. I'm throwing the surfboard up here, or maybe the guy just gave off a good vibe too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the world's just happy when you're
it is.
in here.
It is.
but it works. He kept it simple for Bingo. So Bingo goes to school. It's a blue coral crab. Oh, and check this out. I do love too. The kids at first almost scared.
My dude. Appearance.
Buddy, your buddy. So
My
I guess we know who your
dude.
favorite character is going to be.
Blue coral crab. And he's just going right for the schnoz.
Oh, he already was. I didn't even. I missed
goes
that.
right for it. The
All
moment
eyes
that
on
it
Buddy
cuts
for you.
to them before she does the again, and I was like, yes, welcome back. And like that's a full squad too. It's her.
We don't get full Kindy squad often.
You don't. I mean, what's? Ooh, do we know Kindy's teacher's
Is it
name?
Mrs. Labrador?
Is it? I mean, that would make the most sense because
think
everything
it's
is last
Miss-
name of
It might
what
be
the
Mrs.
dog
Labrador
is.
Retriever. Full. hyphenate name.
Official.
Yeah.
the government given name.
Good episode.
It is good. It really
Great
is.
episode, fun episode. So that makes me very curious to find out what was your favorite thing.
So my favorite thing, and I feel guilty about it because I watched it a couple times today, and it was the first time she does her show and tell, and it's silence, and it's just like, I have a crab claw, and then it's just quiet, and I like the first time I watched because I haven't watched this episode in a while, and I had gut laughed at it, and I felt guilty about it every time I watched the episode because. It's Bingo learning how to present herself.
Exactly.
And so
it's hard to be a public speaker.
it is not easy. Or a podcaster. Hey Greg.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
That's
Today.
disappointing. I love the call back to Tina. Love the pretty much just like what calling this show what it is, like it's a show that teaches you a lesson.
Right?
So you learn the lesson, right? No.
Doesn't it?
That stinks.
Oh. You just hear that pun? Oh, okay.
Again, it's the way that kids watch this show versus the way adults watch this show. Just like
Look at us.
couple fun little meta jokes in this episode, and I loved them.
Hey Greg.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
The cool dog.
Oh, of course it
Jet
was.
skiing, surfboarding, life lesson teaching,
He's got like the
He's doing it all.
smartwatch
Exactly.
wearing.
fitness guru. It's probably like mountain climbing, zip lines. He does it all.
His kids must be in college. now.
Yellow Brolo. Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character was SatNav.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you know it. It was what inspired Bandit to teach the lesson. So, and also the whole time watching it, thinking like, oh, they're like, because it sounds so similar to Chili, but then I googled it, and it's the actress that does the voiceover has done 2 episodes of Bluey, and that's it. And she's
both
SatNav.
as SatNav.
I was just like, all right, cool. That actually tracks. You know what? Why not? So she's always there for us, SatNav. Good job, Natalie.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
How do you rank show and tell?
I rank show and tell 1 bottle of hot sauce that should have been on the kitchen table.
Ooh,
Because
get those eggs spicy.
sugary eggs, like ketchup on eggs.
Well, I like to do with my burgers. I do put a little bit of ketchup on it,
Mhm.
but I mix in some hot sauce with the ketchup. So
Sweet.
I get a nice little spicy ketchup.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll rock just a plain burger with ketchup on it. Sure, make things, but
Get some zip
I
to
don't
your
know.
eggs.
Ketchup is just not my brekkie vibe. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
How do you rank episode 146 of Blue? How do you rank show and tell, man?
This episode has so much in it, and
There's so many
details, and
so many great things that we're going and talk about right now. So
so I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna rank this one
blah 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 blah.
Huh?
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
Appreciate you. We missed you.
yeah.
linktr.ee/watching Bluey. All the good stuff. T Public. We need to make a new T-shirt. It's been a minute, but there's a lot of cool stuff on there. Your Calypso Cruise, your classic logos,
Your muffin or your
not a
Chattermax.
visual- Chattermax, not a visual podcast. Hook up Cameo. Check it out. WatchingBluey@gmail.com. I don't think we've had any emails come
Nothing
through
on that
recently.
end.
As far as reviews, want to have a couple people to shout out while Mr. Mike is looking up our lovely comments here. We have from
You're gonna get some trash talk over here
Zach
from
the
your
Flash.
Yes.
Hey, Greg and Mike, just wanted to say you guys are doing great. I wasn't into podcasts until I found you. Been listening to you for about 3 months, and I like how you guys rate episodes through brackets. Really wish you guys uploaded more, though. Can't wait for you to do surprise. And then the other one, also 5 stars though. 5 stars, that's okay. And then we had 5 stars, amazing, from Doofenshmirtz12. Love the username.
Well
saying,
spoken.
Tri-weekly pod.
Hot calling the kettle. Here we are. Yeah.
But here we are. Hey man, you've only got 9 of these suckers left for the full episode, so I think.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
we're still playing this just because we don't want it to end yet. So that's at least the excuse
Slow
I'm going
burn.
to give right
Yeah,
now.
it's a slow burn. It's like a well done wrestling storyline where it's
How-
just when it pays off in the end, you're like, ah.
Can't forget 315-715-8551.
2 minutes.
We have nothing this week from there, but so
Okay. Just
we have
making sure.
plenty of room for it. Hey Mike, what's Spotify have to say?
Majora's Descendant is back,
Ooh,
and they
first time,
say
long time, or not the opposite of that.
no March Madness talk.
Hey, Desiree, just for you, a peek behind the curtain. This March Madness stunk out loud. It was super boring. It was all of the overdogs winning, which isn't even a real word.
Oh, really? My bracket would have been butchered then.
Even more behind the curtain, I've been seeing for and I'm the fix is in. I'm calling it right now.
Okay.
Because I've been seeing on TikTok for like a year, people saying, "Oh, I bet every single underdog in March Madness this year. I bet $25 on each one, and I was up $3,000." It's like, that sounds cool. I'm gonna do $10 on every underdog and play that game too. I lost like $400. So thanks a lot, March Madness, and thanks for reminding me to George.
There we go. Oh,
Baloney. Any more?
no.
No.
Well, there was an Emily that posted for Stickbird that said, "Why is this episode so sad?" Crying face. I don't know.
I wonder if that's.
You tell me.
I'll have her tell me. Hey, Emily, when you listen to this at
Very-
some point in the near future.
6 days ago. Yeah. So that's it.
Well, then, and lastly,
And most importantly, well, it's surfboard stuff, isn't it?
since Surfboards R Us isn't a real website, still 16 Peloton Drive reviews. We're at 5.
Yes.
I want to be at least a 6. We need to have the power to summon one review of a stinking surfboard fake place.
If you're old enough to have a Google account, it's worth a review.
If you need a surfboard,
Uh-huh.
that is from a real place. Go to Good Time Surf Skate and Sail Shop.
Good times.
Proud to be working in the Good Time shop.
Oh.
Oh boy, I didn't.
You weren't ready for this one.
Good to be working at the
I'm
Good
here
Time
for it.
shop at Wollongongaba.
Yep.
Nailed it in one. Doing what I truly enjoy, chatting with people who share the joy of the power of nature, whether it be on concrete, surf, ocean, river, or sky. Whatever weapon you choose, that surge of energy, that ride has taken good times and you through 50 years of truly having good times.
See, now tell me you're not comfortable walking if Bingo were to walk up to the person that owns that place
It's probably cool dog.
and
It
be
only
like,
makes sense.
"Sup, cool dog?" Yeah.
Goodtime.com.au.
Goodtime.com.au. That's
Yes!
so smooth.
Exactly.
Oh, we gotta go jet skiing.
We
man.
got to go jet skiing. We got to go surfing. We got to go to 16 Pelton Drive. You know why, Mike?
147's coming next. Why is that, man?
'Cause it's got to be done.
It's gotta be done, folks. Come on now.